Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here, we're off for more of Spyro 3, Year of the Dragon, Reignited. And in the last episode, we went back to Sunrise Spring where we were able to play as our trusty, well, health bar, but not so much of a treasure magnet in the Reignited version at least. Sparks the Dragonfly, we were able to do a level with him, and we also got his treasure magnet upgraded, when obviously we're playing as everyone else other than Sparks himself. We also went to the Tiki Lodge as Sergeant Bird, where we actually became a member in Molten Crater. But considering that it was quite hot there, we had to deal with lava, things really got heated, we did get burned. So, while, you know, Sergeant Bird's chilling as a member of the Tiki Lodge, we're going to go to Icy Peak. Our first ice level. I mean, there's not that many ice levels in almost all the games, but definitely one of the first. And it has a certain gimmick that I actually kind of like in this game. Well, no, not what I kind of like, but kind of like... what's the right term? It's kind of a gimmick that is kind of like a thing that you'll notice. I mean, for one thing, we can stop our momentum, as I've said before, in Midday Gardens. We can like actually stop moving, and by the way, if you hit the TNT with your flame, you won't blow into them and whatnot, so you can do that. And they do have gems in them, so you've got to do it. But you don't have to, but... you know, otherwise you get blown up like I did starting off. But yeah, Sparks' new treasure magnet is really actually working wonders right now. Let's just hope that that don't come crashing down. But yeah, being able to stop on ice, unlike in Spyro 2, because we didn't have to deal with ice in Spyro 1, is actually quite nice. But I'm trying to press jump right now, and I can't jump. I can't remember if I said that before, but that'll be a thing.
I was supposed to meet Doug to go ice fishing today, but Rhinox have blocked the path with ice, so I can't get through.
Why don't you use the cannon then?
Well, I've been trying to clear the way with this cannon, but it doesn't even shoot straight. I haven't been able to hit a dang thing all morning.
The ice is right in front of you. That's a poor excuse. You're just lazy. Seriously, look, that ice is nowhere near. Even if it didn't shoot straight, you would still hit it by just looking at it with the cannon. And you know what? What are you saying is a load of bollocks. It does shoot straight. Dude's making excuses. But yeah, you do have to aim up and down, like before in Spyro 2, but hitting these things can be a little bit of an annoyance, and these shots don't actually arc this time, so again, not shooting straight, don't know what you want about. See, I nailed every shot almost. I didn't even think about it. There's ice over there that we got to blow up as well, so we'll do that. I mean, we just freed a whirlwind, so that'll probably take us over to that island anyway, but you actually do want to be shooting these birds, because when you shoot them, they do drop gems. But because, obviously, they're going to drop the gems over the pit, they'll just warp straight to you without the aid of Sparks, which is very nice. It's just that in some Spyro games, that don't happen, or... see, look, I just fell down already, I can't jump, and that messed me up. So I had to go back to the slope, get off the ice, in order to, you know, get back to where I was. And just because it was a tiny little ledge, I can't jump to do it, so that's kind of annoying. Plus, this map is all over the place. It kind of gives me, Cool Mountain vibes, but it's not, like, one level. I mean, you do have, like, ski lifts and stuff, like, well, you've got one going right across up there. That is the end of the level, actually. That's just basically your shortcut back to the end of the level, so... you can see where we need to go. So we're going to be going all over the place in this level, and the reason why it is infamous for a certain thing is because of the ice mechanics itself, and how you're going to be able to deal with it in order to get certain collectibles. Actually, I need a flame you. I'm actually running low on health because I'm being a muppet. Right, so we're coming over this way. Do we leave? No, we don't. Wait, do we? Yeah, we do. I couldn't see them because they were quite faded, but I guess because it's very thick or flat snow. But, yeah, we do actually leave our paw prints in the snow now. Because obviously this is a Reignited trilogy, they can have that kind of... oh, they're wearing armor, I didn't even notice. Yeah, but they're wearing, what was I saying? I got shot in the face and I lost my trail of thought. Thank you, Zoe. But yeah. Yeah, in the original there was no, like, details for the paw prints, unless it was literally just, you know, the generic little black dots. But in this case, you can appreciate the finer details yet again. And once again, I'm just gushing about the graphics, so I was gushing and then I forgot because I had to deal with an enemy and then I forgot my trail of thought. That's why I had to pause and cut there for a second. Had to recollect my thoughts. Oh, I'm just trying to charge and I can't charge. And yes, these guys ride the TNTs. Did he just actually combo me? No, I didn't take 2 damage, okay. For a second there I thought I took 2 hits, but yeah, you gotta be careful with the TNT boxes later on in the level because those rats can ride them, and I don't know how they propel themselves, but it also looked like the Rhinox can knock the TNTs to track you, and that's why you want to get rid of them as well, not just for the gems, but just for the, you know, this state of mind. In fact, come to think of it, I haven't died yet, and I'm probably jinxing myself saying that, but because there's something I want to try. There's a rocket here. Okay, I can't stand on this one, because I've seen some videos where, like, some people have, like, stood on rockets in Spyro 2, and they were actually able to ride it to the thing that they smash. Sadly, we can't get up there, which is what I was trying to hope for doing there, but at the same time, I probably would have fallen off, and then obviously fell into the bottomless pit, into the void, and just void out and lose a life because of that. We got a lot of ice to destroy, by the way. Speaking of which, there's actually something I need to talk about, but you know what, I'll probably actually get it if I just blast it. We gotta pretty much destroy 6 icy things with cannons. There's an egg up there, by the way. Let's shoot it! We can't actually aim that high. Not in that direction, at least. Didn't let me. Oh, I see you. I see you. I'ma shoot you. No, I will shoot you. I gotta aim a little bit lower. I will shoot you. I'm a getch. No, what? Come on. Let's aim a little bit lower. Yeah, that'll get it. There we go. Nailed it. Awesome. But yeah, I think we have to shoot about 6 icy things in order to, with cannons, in order to get the trophy for this level. I forget if there's a... Oh, whoops, wrong button. Get back in the game. I wanted to go to skill points. I just barely missed the button. Skill points. Yeah, Icy Peak. Glide to pedestal. I know exactly where that is. I just need a bit of a reminder. So, let's go glide over here for... Actually, no. Screw that nonsense. I need to blow that up with the cannon. Notice underneath the ice, by the way. I guess you could call it water, because how else would it be frozen? There are gems underneath there, and they actually do show up quite clearly this time. Probably because, you know, the ice is frozen over. The water's frozen over. I cannot words today! What is wrong with me? I already had a phone recording, because I couldn't even do my intro. And now I can't, like, talk while actually recording, and I had to already pause to recollect my bloody thoughts. This is terrible for me. It's a bad day for recording. Oh well, it happens sometimes, so I'll just roll with it. I'm having a good time anyway. I'm just chilling. Because that's not a joke that's been done to death a million times already. Can I push that in there? Would that do it? Yeah, that actually does it nice. Yay, we can use our head bash for something. It's been a hot while, literally, considering last episode. Charge one through, bash you. Thank you, Zoe, for the checkpoint. The auto savings kicking in. I like how it's red, so we can actually see what we're doing. Chain reaction. There we go. Took out 2 TNT boxes and an enemy for doing so. Let's get over here. Do that, and wow, I got away, and he still got me. They actually move faster than me, from what I noticed there. Right, so we saw the egg on the ledge. If we go over this way, we'll be able to get up to it. Yeah, this is quite perilous. I'm going to charge straight for you. There we are. There's also an egg over there. Can you see that? Where we blew up that case. There's an egg over there. That's a problem. So we're going to have to make our way over there at some point. Maybe from that ledge where that one-up is. In the distance. Meanwhile... fell out of sleep. What was his name? Oh, it doesn't tell you the name. I'm a little bit annoyed that when you check, it only tells you the location of the egg and not the egg's name. I feel like it should. But I guess that's to help you track, like, which ones have I got and which I haven't. Because it's like, you know, Super Mario, it gives you the missions. The mission names. Right, so let's hit you. I was hoping to hit them both, but I segued just a little bit too much to the left. I'll come back over here, smash these 2. Ooh, there we are. Knock you out. Ah, right. So that we don't have a bit of a shock factor for, you know, when Sparks, you know, has a bit of trouble grabbing gems, because I keep mentioning it because we got the new treasure magnet. I know that this particular area, right up here with these TNTs, is an infamous area for where Sparks doesn't grab certain gems. And he ain't grabbing them. He grabbed that one. But these ones came from TNTs as well, and he didn't grab them. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. How close do I need to be? Even if I click in the analog stick, facing one of them, he just looks at them but doesn't approach them. Seriously, guy? You've got an extended treasure magnet, which is an upgrade to your original, and you're still ignoring gems that are right next to me. This still has not been fixed. I knew about that one because that is the one that everyone has showed me, and every time I see someone play the game, it happens to them as well. Those gems, Sparks just ignores. Even though when you click in, he looks at them anyway. It's stupidly annoying.
Step right up, Spyro. Behind this door is the single greatest show on Earth. That's right, ice dancing. Season tickets are available, but you'll have to act fast.
500 gems for a ticket. Well, at least he's enthusiastic about it.
I always knew you were a cultured sort of dragon. Well, step right in. The show's about to start.
Seriously, he's in quite high spirits in those talking animations. He was all smiles. Not a very snidey smile, but literally just filled with joy. I guess he is into ice dancing. Oh, fair enough.
I have to hurry in myself. I'm one of the judges for tonight's performance.
Fair enough. I wonder what you'll rate. Okay, this minigame. This is another reason why this is infamous. Well, it's basically infamous for the ice physics in terms of how they're incorporated to certain parts of the level. And this is one of them that I was alluding to. Because we've got ice physics, stopping actually helps because then you can turn even quicker. Because I can actually swivel on the spot, while in Spyro 2, because you were always on autopilot, you had to do it all wide, like, well, what I'm trying to replicate right now. But because I can slow myself down, I can literally spin on the spot, and that helps. Not in the case in the original, though, because the controls weren't as tight. Well, they were functional, but they weren't, like, you couldn't turn in really tight like that, because you kind of, like, moved at a very sluggish speed. I won't lie that the original did feel sluggish.
Tonight is my big ice dance performance, and these hockey players are ruining it. Every time I start my routine, they come in and smack me with their sticks. Oh, I sure wish I had a partner. Someone courageous, strong, handsome, and purple, who breathes fire.
Yeah, we get the idea. It's basically an escort mission taking them nowhere. Well, it's more like a protective mission than anything else. Tower defense. But she's the tower.
My ice dance? These mean Reignited hockey players keep hogging the ice, and all I want to do is dance. Thanks. Let's go.
Alright, so the problem in the original, well, for one thing, it was actually a lot brighter, so it was a lot easier to notice, because there weren't any walls. This wasn't in a cave, but now it is. But you had a better range with your flame in the original, but the camera actually was zoomed out a bit. In this case, the camera locks onto her in the Reignited version, which actually makes it a little bit more annoying, because it kind of zooms into her a tad. And every time you try to tilt the camera down so you can see a little bit better and around, like from a far off distance, it won't let you. So, because it keeps locking back on her. Since it zoomed out a bit and kept its like kind of overhead-ish looking camera in the original, it made it a little bit more manageable, but it was a lot harder to aim.
It's okay. It didn't hurt as much as it looked. Let's try again. Thanks. Let's go.
Yeah, so he got the hit on that, and in the Reignited version, I've also noticed that they have a little bit more of a reach. Maybe it's because of hitboxes are different, I don't know, but personally I find this a little bit more janky than the original. I don't know, that's obviously player preference. It's known as one of the more annoying eggs in the game to get. I will admit that. Because, like, the camera keeps I'm trying to look around to make sure that, you know, enemies aren't coming up from behind. But because the camera keeps trying to slide back to her, that's not helpful. I mean, like I said, the camera's in, like, a kind of a locked-in pan in the original, but it kind of stays in one position, so if you stay next to her, you're always in the middle. But in this case, since I can't see on all surroundings very well, because I have to keep swiveling it, it makes it a little bit annoying for me. But they do move slower in the Reignited version, so it gives you slightly more time to react. They come out at a slightly different time, so just keep taking out the hockey players, which, again, are reused assets from Spyro 2. And, after a few twirls, we're done. I think there are as many Rhinox as there are windows on the sides.
We did it! That was my best performance ever. I guess one of the judges didn't like it, though. He threw this egg at me instead of a rose. Why don't you have it?
Was that Moneybags? He did say he was one of the judges, and we know how much he is a greedy whore. Cerny! You were born with glasses! How does that even work?
Maybe you can be my ice dancing partner in the next Olympics.
Don't know if we'll be around for that. apparently Mario and Sonic will be taking over the Olympics yet again. Yep, that's actually a thing. I think it's 2020. What a way to make a comeback. Anyway, need a bit more health, so I'll go flame you. At least that's one egg done. Yeah, 2 eggs already. Still on the way to the end, and we've already done a sub-area. I mean, we did that in, Oh, get off that. I don't want that. Or do I? Yeah, I do. I want it. Give me... Right, I want to go over this way. Flame that. But yeah. There we are, cannon fodder. I was just about to say, that should be the trophy, but then I was like, is it going to pop? Before I actually say anything. Shooting these birds is actually quite annoying, because they're quite far away. Nailed that shot, though. Oh, no. Lower down. No. Oh, come on. Really? Got him. Alright, cool. Can I make that jump? Yeah, I can! And that should take us to that one over there. Awesome. So yeah, just like Seashell Shores, which I was about to say, where we pretty much had Sheila's sub-area to do. Wait, where am I supposed to go? Over this way to get back? I think so. I might have to hover. There we are. Almost messed that up. But yeah, Seashell Shores we had to do like a sub-area on the way back, and the last 2 at the end. Pretty much the same with this level. And you do want to do that one on the way, considering it's got a paywall, and... You know, he requires 500 gems. If for whatever reason you had 0 gems, grab all the gems in the level and you can go in there. There's nothing else other than the egg, so you don't need to clear that area out to make sure you miss gems or anything like that. I'm pretty sure there were no gems in that area. But yeah, as I said, it's like inside of a cave in this version. In the original, it was literally like on an overhang. Like there were no walls surrounding, which I guess makes more sense in this version because it is in the entrance to the sub area is in the mountain range. So it's more kinetic that way. It feels like it's part of the level and you're just going through a doorway. Plus, it's instantaneous as well in the Reignited version, so... Yeah. Let's shoot you. Bloody hell, my aim is terrible. I was doing good early. Oh, I'll need to aim quite high for that guy. I got him. Oh, he's coming around the mountain. He'll be coming around the mountain when he boogers! There we are, got him. Alright, so... yeah, why not? We'll go for it. I think this will take us... Yep, around so we can go make our way to that other egg that we saw earlier. In fact... Did we pass... Oh, no. This is where we would have passed through a second ago if we dropped down and whatnot. Because... if you go through here, you notice that the ice is cracked. This is how you smash it, because you can't jump on the ice, as I already mentioned. I said that would also come into play. But, ooh, do I want to do that first, actually, since I'm up here? Maybe. I'll go get the egg first. Then if I have to come back round again, and I will, because that's the way we're supposed to be going. So let's flame these 2, because I don't want to charge them, especially when I'm this close to the edge. There's the one up we were looking at earlier. I actually would like you, but I don't need you. So I'm up here, take this, and then we glide all the way here to what we smashed before with that egg. By the way, this is not the skill point. That's later on. Reese. Or is that supposed to be Reese, but spelt differently? I don't really like know how that's pronounced, to be honest. It looks like you would pronounce it as Reese, but that sounds like a name. But that doesn't really sound like much of a name to me. Just saying, I'm not trying to be rude if that is your name. It just sounds very weird to me for some reason. Reese. That sounds... Well, the way it's spelled is probably what makes it more weird to me. But yeah, so we're pretty much going to have to do a little loop back round now because we had to go for that egg. So I did make the right play. I don't know why I'm going up this way. I just need to go up this way. What's the matter, mate? Hello!
I put up ice blocks this morning so Bob wouldn't beat me to the ice fishing hole. If you want to try out the hole, you can borrow this fishing lure I've been using.
And that's the end of the level. I kind of bypassed it. I did say this was the end of the level, though, from the beginning. Because this is our shortcut back to the beginning.
Ooh, by the way, feel free to use our gondola whenever you want.
I would have used ski lift and not gondola, but to each their own. Yep, beginning to there, over there, like I said, this was the end. I completely forgot to talk to him, actually, but that's because I wanted to go get that other egg. This bit, downwards? Yep, it's downwards. Let's hop down this way. We've actually got a sub-area down here, haven't we? Yeah. We'll leave that for a minute. Mainly because I want to go smash the ice since we already pointed that out. We'll leave the other sub-area for later. Right, this way. because we've still got more level. Because that was the beginning, if you remember correctly. So we'll hop over here. Come up here. Through this way. And then we got to do a head bash right here. If you went for a glide, which you probably would need to do in order to get the distance, then obviously once you do the hover, just hit triangle again in order to do the head bonk. Because you can't jump on ice for whatever reason. I don't understand why that makes any sense. You're still on flat surface. It's not like your feet are glued to the ice or anything like that. Unless dragon scales have a problem with ice. Well, I guess he is a dragon, so he would be weak to ice, but that's Pokemon logic, and I don't think that applies. And if it does, then, oh well, there you go. But at the same time, we're swimming in icy water, yet we're perfectly fine. We're not hampered at all. I think we'll be taking damage or something. Considering at some levels, that does actually damage you, because like with water, if it's hot water, you hurt yourself. So who knows? Anyway, yeah, we can't actually surface here, but I think this was literally all that we needed to do. Come under here in order to get some gems, and that's it. So we didn't need to do any more under here. And we're actually closer to the other side of the gondola, or the ski lift. So I want to see if it actually comes down now that we're on this side. Probably not, sadly. Oh, no. It's triggered to come down once we approach. That's actually really good. I couldn't remember if it did that or not. And I'm actually thankful for that, because I don't want to go all the way through the level for a third time in order to get back, because we already had to do that once we got the egg. But we were close to that side anyway. And you know what? It's actually a golden opportunity to just leap off it and glide. I believe in the original, that was treated as a cutscene. You could not jump off that in the original. But in the Reignited version, it does not lock you into a cutscene, so you can jump off whenever you want. So that kind of actually worked out quite well for me. We got another speedway! We've got thieves to find! One of them's on that pedestal. That is our pedestal for our skill point. If we can land on that by jumping from a higher point and gliding to it, land on it, we'll get our skill point. And yes, he is our second thief to get. And even though the there we are. I was about to say, even though the this is our first thief, the super speed ramps are active. But before I go do any of that, yeah, here it is. How do I bash you? I forget. Oh no, hang on. That worked. I did not have any momentum there at all, because I must have scuffed the wall majorly there, but I didn't actually shoot off. But I'm here, and wait, bash it open. This might not be the one. Might be thinking of another one. Perhaps, maybe. Not too sure. Let me hop over here. Oh no! Does that count as a death here? Oh no, thank God. No death! No one dies. I'm still at 0 deaths in this. Seriously, I've gotten better over the course of these 3 Let's Plays, haven't I? I've died so many times in Spyro 1, even though I knew what I was doing. I'm also in that Let's Play in Spyro 2, funnily enough. At least that's what I like to think. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I want to just try something. Was there another wall at the smash? No. Okay, I must have just grabbed whatever was in there and I didn't see what it was. It was probably a couple of gems. I couldn't turn there for a moment. Thanks for that. Okay, I'm going to have to make the glide, the super jump to make that. That's annoying. I'm pretty sure I could... Oh, jeez. I'm pretty sure I was actually able to make that jump with a hover in the original. I don't know why I can't make it in this one. Oh, boy, I went off. I'm going to cut until I make the jump. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I had to actually get out of charging there because I scuffed the wall right before I jumped and it messed up my speed and trajectory, so that's annoying. But yeah, you can see it. This pretty much goes all over the place, and since there's no map to follow, it can get a bit annoying. But what I'm trying to do is look for... I know that there's a certain cave that gives me a whirlwind of some sort, and that's what I'm looking for. Just can't remember where it is. That's the entrance. Let me glide over here. I can make this. This is back at the beginning. I don't really want to charge because I get locked in for a second. Jump over here. Right, stop. Where's that cave? I know I'm missing a cave. I'm pretty sure I'm missing a cave somewhere, and it's annoying me. Unless that was the cave and now I'm getting it correct and for some reason there's nothing in it, but I'm pretty sure I'm missing another cave somewhere. Maybe not. I'm pretty sure. Anyway. Oh, no, I'm thinking of another point in another level that's quite similar to this. That's why, my bad, I'm getting confused with the two. I'm supposed to just be up here and glide from here in order to make it. But by the way, you can actually get this egg early by flaming him off the platform, because if you take out the first one that's running around, you have to get the other one, which is a lot harder. But he makes it onto the actual ramp after you take out the first one. But you can get him early if you just do that, if you try to go for the skill point first. So now I can go get the skill point and get the easier egg without much issue. And he bugged out there for a moment, and I nailed him already. It's Betty Boop. Boop boopy doop. Alright, so I'm going to go get up there one more time by just making this jump, and for some reason I did not have speed boost there, but I was still able to make it with a hover, so I can't be too miffed about it. That actually looked like that would have been a better place to jump now I think about it, but well, I'm going to go back to where I did it before, because I didn't get the skill point, because I didn't properly land on the platform, so let's try it one more time. There we are, got the skill point, we're done in this segment. I'm pretty sure we'll get Sparks to give us a little checkaroony. No, I'm still missing a couple of gems. Maybe he is pointing to what I was thinking of then. I don't know. I'm either getting confused with another level that I know that there is another cave in, or he's actually telling me that there is more gems to get in this area. Ah! This is what I was thinking of. I knew it was this level. And there's the whirlwind I was after. Yeah, it was like in between these three where we were at before, but it was the wall bit that I did not see. I knew that it was this level. I doubted myself. Then I like outright denied it, saying that it was in another level. No, it is here. Because there's a few gems that we couldn't reach. That's the whirlwind I was thinking of. It just wasn't for the skill point. But you can actually get a much more better aim for the skill point here, because from here you can make the jump to it as well. And that's actually got us 100% completion in this level. Because if you just hover here, there we are. Another way on getting it. That's what I was thinking of. That's what I was thinking of. I just couldn't remember where the cave was. Doubted myself saying it wasn't here rather than it is here. But yeah, we actually got everything in this level. So, yeah, I was actually right about this entire level. The one time where you like doubt yourself because you can't find it, and then you just find it after you make a little cut because you didn't check one little bit of the level that you thought you did, but you didn't. Yeah, I'm a moron. But with that, guys, I think we're going to call it an episode there. So in the next episode, guys, we're going to continue exploring the Midday Gardens realms, see whatever eggs we can find. See you guys then.